The Standard with Joe.
Mamdani's bus plan is not going to go well. Zoran Mamdani's bus policies aim to transform New York City's public transit system. His proposal includes making every bus in the city free for the next 4 years, which is expected to generate an estimated $900 million in additional income tax revenue. This initiative is part of a broader plan to improve public transportation by expanding dedicated bus lanes and speeding up services. The proposal has been met with skepticism, particularly regarding the impact on low-income riders who currently board without paying, ABC. So apparently, Mayor Mamdani is going to push out an order for the transit system in New York to become free. Free for who, you may ask? Because apparently the low-income workers already pay free. Someone else is going to be getting free. Probably higher income workers. Maybe even rich people. But something you got to notice, nothing is free. This is not free. They're going to be spending $900 million on this new free public transportation method system that he wants to put into place. And now notice this doesn't help the poor people of New York because they already get on the bus free. But who is going to be paying for it now? Everybody who pays taxes. So now not only the people who are maybe middle class or higher are now paying for their fare on the bus, depending on their income, but now even the people who are supposed to already be coming free are now not receiving it free. Now they're going to be paying taxes. It's going to bump up their income tax in the city of New York. Crazy. I don't know why they would do something like this, and especially to advertise as free, when in reality, the person this new system is going to hurt the most are the lower class families, are the people who are working their butts off to just try to provide a house for their family. Now they're going to have to spend extra taxes on paying for the bus fees that they wouldn't have normally had to bring. I thought you were for us, Mamdani. Apparently, he's not actually for the lower class of people, the people who earn less, because he's not helping. He's not helping them. Now, a centerpiece of Mamdani's campaign in his plan is to make all city buses free. They're not free. They're $900 million in income tax. That fare-free service would increase ridership, relieve financial strain on working families, and even improve public safety. What you'll hear from bus drivers is that a significant portion of the assaults they face is due to the presence of a fare box. He said his campaign also launched a cost-save calculator to show how much the residents could save through free buses, universal childcare, and rent-frees. And maybe those are other topics we'll go over. So who's this actually going to be saving money for? It's not saving money for the low-income workers who would have been the ones who are already benefiting. No, now they're going to have to spend more money. Now their income is going to be hindered because of the taxes they're going to receive because these new policies. Now, something I want to point out here, though, Proverbs 22:24 says, "Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go." Why is it that Mamdani's big concern about the buses and that assaults or threats happening on buses is because of the fare to get on the bus? Why do we make it easier for bad people to get on the buses instead of penalizing them more for assaulting bus drivers? But apparently Mamdani's solution is, hey, just let them on free. Give them what they want. You don't give a hateful person what they want just because they're hateful. They're grown adults. You don't have to treat them like a spoiled 3-year-old. But instead, there should be stricter policies on, hey, if you're going to assault someone on the bus, maybe you shouldn't be on the bus at all. If you're willing to harm someone because you have to pay to get on a bus that takes money to drive, money to pay the driver, money to put gas in a bus, money to use, money to orchestrate, and a lot of time. Instead of just giving that really bad person that's willing to assault a bus driver because he has to pay a little bit of money. Remember, according to this article we read from ABC, there is no fee for low-income families, for low-income households, for low-income workers. So the people that are getting angry, many of them, the people that are starting to assault, many of these people aren't even the low-income people, according to these reportings. It's silly to think that we would take the negative, the harm that someone else brings, and say, I'm going to make this person that's causing harm, I'm going to make their life easier. Why don't you make the bus driver's life easier? Why don't you maybe pay the bus driver a little bit more for the job he does, and maybe crack down on violent people who are willing to pettily and cowardly try to assault bus drivers because they have to throw $1 in a box. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But instead of that, we as people of the United States, we as people of faith, we need to take a stand not to make things better by feeding bad people, but instead standing on justice, standing for what's right, and penalizing people who are willing to assault and are assaulting rather than giving them free passes on the bus. This goes to show you already the lunacy and the terrible policies that are going to most likely start rolling out in New York City. Let's not let this happen anywhere else, guys. New York is I think the biggest populated place in the entire United States. Let's not let this happen out here, out in the country, out in the other large cities. Let's be reasonable and take care of the people who actually deserve being taken care of. I'm sure there's ways we can help the people who are angry and just want to assault someone else because they had to pay a bus fare. I'm sure there's other ways to help them, but don't give them free stuff. That's for sure.